Around 1200 BC, the mighty Bronze Age empires suddenly collapsed. Entire civilizations vanished almost overnight across the region. What force could destroy so much so quickly? Ancient texts reveal clues. Egyptian records from the 13th century BC first mention the invaders. Pharaoh Meneptah fought them in his 5th regnal year around 1208 BC. The Great Karnak inscription lists groups like the Shirden and Shekelesh. These mysterious warriors came from the sea and struck without warning. Decades later, a far greater threat emerged during Ramesses III's reign. In his 8th year, around 1177 BC, the Sea Peoples launched a massive invasion. They came by land and sea with families in ox-drawn carts seeking new homes. The confederation included Peleset, Cheka, Shekelesh, Denyen, and Weshesh. Egyptian texts describe them as unstoppable until they reached the delta. Ramesses III recorded a great naval victory in the Medinet Habu inscriptions. His forces trapped the enemy fleet and slaughtered many on the shore. Yet some groups survived and later settled in the Levant as the Philistines. The invaders wore distinctive feather headdresses and carried round shields. Their ships had birdhead prows and carried entire families into battle. Letters from the doomed city of Ugarit describe the approaching terror. One desperate message reads, "Ships of the enemy have arrived and burned our towns." The Hittite Empire collapsed completely under this wave of destruction. Mycenaean palaces in Greece were also burned and abandoned around the same time. Archaeologists confirm widespread destruction layers dated to 1200 to 1150 BC. So who exactly were these Sea Peoples? Their true origin remains unknown. Some scholars link them to the Aegean or Western Anatolia based on pottery. Others suggest they were displaced refugees fleeing famine or climate change. Egyptian texts call them a confederation of northern foreign countries of the sea. What if internal rebellions and earthquakes also weakened the empires first? The Sea Peoples may have simply exploited an already crumbling world order. Despite victory, Ramesses III still faced ongoing threats from these groups. Their invasion marked the violent end of the late Bronze Age international system. New kingdoms eventually rose from the ashes, but the old order was gone forever. Modern research continues to debate their exact identity and motivations. DNA studies of later Philistine remains hint at possible European origins. Yet no single theory fully explains their sudden, devastating impact. The Sea Peoples remain one of history's greatest unsolved enigmas. Could climate collapse have turned peaceful traders into ruthless invaders? Their story challenges everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Every new discovery adds more questions than answers about their origins. The Bronze Age's mysterious collapse still fascinates historians worldwide. What do you think drove the Sea Peoples to reshape history forever? Subscribe to Stunning Revelations for more ancient mysteries and hidden truths.